Hey, Doug Upstone here for Doc Sports, and I'm back with another golf video coming your way. This week we have the American Express Open, or it's not, no, it's just called the American Express. That's right. I forgot they took that out because they just want full. Why don't you just think of this tournament as just fully about themselves? Okay, American Express and nothing else, nothing, no golf terms, no nothing, just that. So the other sponsor used to be, for those that remember this name, used to be the Bob Hope Open. Yep. Played around Palm Springs area. There's LaQuinta now is another city that's around that area. So right in the California desert. Uh, Kind of a vacation spot for a lot of California people just to get away. Okay, get away from the city, and a lot pretty hustle and bustle area around there. To tell you the truth, I went through there this past summer, so a little bit different. But hey, 156 golfers will be teeing it up this week. They played on three different courses, and after last year with the whole COVID situation, not that it's gone away, but it's better. Well, it's sort of better than it was last year. They're bringing back the amateur part of it. So each professional will have an amateur partner, and they'll be competing for some prize money with that. And then so what they do is they play on three different golf courses over the first 3 days, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, and then they cut the field down to, I think it's 65 players on that, and then anybody that also that with their partner, okay, that's in contention, okay, to possibly win. They have a cut on that too with the amateur partner. They'll also play on Sunday. Okay, so that's basically how the tournament works. Um, this tournament's actually, from a TV standpoint, is actually pretty compelling. Of the last 12 tournaments, 9 of them have been decided by one shot, and 3 of them went to extra holes. And the other 3 tournaments had just a two-stroke advantage to the winner. So pretty good viewing, okay, on that. And if you like, kind of like last week, if you're from areas where it's chillier, the weather is almost always nice there, probably the low 70s or maybe even close to the upper 70s, always around there. So it's always nice to look at, okay, from that standpoint, that's for sure. Um, as far as the field, well, let me talk about the golf courses first. Okay, the thing about the golf courses, because the amateurs are playing, okay, they don't make the golf courses particularly long or particularly hard. Okay, they're not up to quote unquote tour standards. They will be for the amateurs certainly, but not for the pros. So the length of the courses will vary from about 7,000 yards to just a little over 7,100, which is pretty well below the standards that you typically see on the PGA Tour. So there's going to be scores are going to be low. Okay, there's going to be a lot of birdies. Most of the golf courses are set up. Most of the par fours are 440 or less. Most of the par fives are 550 or less. So you will see lots of birdies, your fair share of eagles. And the thing about the people that are going to contend, okay, here's the story, is that on the par fives, if you're not at least, I'm not even sure that 2 under is good enough. For the playing the par fives each day, if you have to be at least 3 under each day to have a chance to contend, okay, in this tournament. Okay, if you're -2 or higher, okay, you're not a contender. It's simple as that, because those things are set up to be for birdies and for eagles, okay, especially with how short they are. Um, in terms of the courses, PGA, the Pete Dye course was set up to be pretty diabolical, like most of Pete Dye courses. But I won't go into it because I end up just getting angry. Let's just say they've made the course not only easier for the amateurs, but they've made the course easier for the pros. Okay, that's the course. That course, excuse me, is the only one that'll be used all 4 days. It does have water, so there is a little bit of trouble out there, but not much. Other 2 courses, Nicholas Course and the La Quinta Country Club, pretty simple tracks. The La Quinta used to be actually a pretty difficult golf course, but for this event and what they've done to keep the pros happy, it's short. Not only short, the fairways are immaculate. The rough is not long and it's not thick, and the greens are small. Okay, from that standpoint, so that a possible hindrance, but not much. You're going to see a lot of scoring, and those that play the par fives well hit the irons, hit irons close to the pin in regulation. the putting surfaces almost always are immaculate for this tournament and a number of these West Coast Tour events, and so they really roll nice. So it's and they're slower too, by the way. Yeah, so that's another thing. So guys that aren't necessarily good putters, okay, there's no advantage to anybody and from a putting standpoint on that. If you got it going, you'll do well. Now, as far as the golfers, the names that are going to draw the most attention, Jon Rahm and Patrick Cantley. They're the two favorites. Okay. Rahm, he's number one player on tour. He's a noted West Coast stud player. Okay. He almost always plays well. He's played well at this venue. He's won it and finished sixth in 2 tries. He's the easy favorite. And Patrick Cantley, if there's someone that could beat Rahm, it's Cantley. Cantley, since he won the FedEx Cup, okay, his confidence has just gone through the roof. It's soared. He is on fire. His ball striking is equal to that of Rahm right now, and his putting is for him above average. So those are the 2 top contenders to win. Okay, and if you're filling out cards, I would think you would want them, either for win bets or possibly some top 5 action, top 10s and stuff. You're doing minus odds. What I mean by that, so you'd have to be like minus 120, minus whatever, as opposed to plus, okay, in the other situation. So not a lot to do there, but one thing that you have to consider, and this is just a tip for you, 12 of the last 13 winners of this event played in Hawaii, okay, previously. Okay, so if you're looking at anybody for a win bet or somebody that seemingly should be a strong contender, keep that in mind. 12 of the last 13. Rahm and Cantley both played in Hawaii, by the way. Okay, just throw that out there. There's a couple guys that I'm not hot on, and I'm not saying they can't do well, but Tony Finau, and Abram Answer, all of them fit the profile to do well, okay, at this tournament, okay. I just, but each of them's got a little bit of a concern to me. A couple of them are playing well, coming off bad events, or in Finu's case, he hasn't played at all, okay, in 2022. So I'm going to say only one of those 3 finishes in the top 15. Who's it going to be? Your guess is as good as mine. Okay, I'm passing on it, but they're among the top 12 contenders, at least by odds, to do well in this tournament. Let's see here. Another thing. Let's see here. What else do I have for you? Um, Casey Connors. Excuse me. Corey Connors is another top contender, and there's a lot of people that actually like him. Okay, for this event too. I'm kind of lukewarm on him. Just overall, he's not on my card at all from that standpoint. Last week, myself, I had a nice winning day. I was up plus 390. Okay, yeah, plus 390. Had Seamus Power, who was one of the contenders and who could do well here as well. He was on my card last week along with the champion Matsuyama. Had both those 2 guys, so it's a good week. Okay, I go pretty conservative early in the season. Okay, not a lot of big plays. Just want to kind of let it get a feel for exactly what's going on, seeing all the different players and stuff like that. So I go pretty conservative. Okay, bumped it up a little bit, 10 units on the 4 plays that I have. Okay, this week. So those are all available at the Upstone page docs. I'll get to that in a second. Now, last week on the free plays, missed them both. Okay, didn't do a good job. So I'm coming back with some other free plays for you this week, and I misplaced it right here. I got him right here. Matthew Wolff. Okay, I'm going to take a conservative approach on him. I actually think he has a shot to win. He has the 6th best odds to win it, and I think he does have a shot to win. But I'm going to go conservative. I'm going to take him at plus 120 to finish in the top 20. Okay, so let's see if we can get ourselves a little bit of action on that. And I'm also going to take Wolff at plus 100 for a head-to-head for the tournament over Abram Answer. So if you're not familiar with what head-to-head means, so over the 4 days of the tournament, at the end, I'm saying that Wolff will be higher on the leaderboard than Answer. Okay, that's basically what that means. Okay, so we have that as well. So we got all that. So there's some top tips, okay, some players to look at. And let's see, seems like there was one other thing I was going to tell you that that seems like I'm just forgetting right now. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Now I guess that's about it. That's of what I can think of. So those are the players that I have. That's what I'm thinking about for this weekend. Okay, for the golf. Okay, check it out. So as I said, I got a 4-pack going. Okay, at the doc page right now, just $30 for 4 picks of golf. I got some top 20s, top 10s and top 20s primarily, and a top 5. That's right. I do have a top 5 also in there too. So you can pick them all up at my page, at Doug Upstone page, Doc Sports. Okay. So I hope you enjoyed golf preview. Okay. Again, if you like it, give me the thumbs up. Okay. Here, subscribe to the channel. Okay. I actually really dig doing these golf videos. Had a lot of fun. Like I said, I spent a lot of time in the business, over 20 years in the golf business itself. So always like to talk about golf and enjoy just the whole aspect of it. So this is Doug Upstone for Doc Sports. I'll be back next week for, I believe, is the LA Open. I think that's what it is next week. But I'll be, no matter what, whatever the tournament is, I'll be back next week for then. So until next time, this is Doug Upstone for Doc Sports. I'm out.